тебя нет проблем сейчас с тем, чтобы там включать всякие таблички, да? У меня вот в первых двух матчах было, я там нашел backspace, B, там тап надо нажать в самом начале матча, все эти вещи прожать. Алло. Ну просто, чтобы ты знал все эти кнопки, был с ними так фамилия. Я некоторые даже переделал, но там парочку все. По сути, надо открыть верхнее табло. Это кнопка под бэкспейсом, по-моему. 4 кнопки, да. So when should we start?
Actually, we are running now. Alright guys, everyone, hello. It's our first attempt in casting an MRBC match, so please be nice to us. And today the stream will be casted by Old Hustle and me, Igor Kozyrev. So the teams on two sides is our Russian Jet Falcon and TCAF Commonality Armored Forces. Both teams have a long history. RJF comes way back from the MacWarrior 4, maybe even MacWarrior 3. They have vast experience in competitive matches. I think they've started playing competitive somewhere around Arhot Season 1. They've played there.
Yeah, and actually they were second place after Russian Clan Wolf in third season of Run How to Die. So this team has a lot of experience for sure.
Yeah, they played Arhot, they played MRBC, and they were successful in their as a clone Jet Falcon in NetBet Attack. The TCAF, on the other hand, is more of a newer unit, but they have at least 2-3 years of history. They've been playing in competitive leagues a lot in the last 2 years. So this team, Team 1, TCAF, has a lot of experience in MRBC, and I'm sure they're eager to win this season and to get into Division A.
Yeah, I'm sure anyone who is paying attention to community warfare or whatever is very familiar with Tikhonov team. This is one of the biggest units in Russian community, and I think one of the biggest units in MWO overall. So it was recently started playing competitive, but I think they show good progression towards becoming better. So should be good opponent for RJF.
Yes, absolutely.
So for now we have teams setting up the lobby. First map will be Canyon Network, skirmish mode. And let me look. What are the drop rules actually? Is this the same Ion will be playing versus BSMC this week, Igor?
Yes, the set of maps and rules are the same across all
Okay, so
divisions.
this is light drop. We have four lights, 4 mediums. You can expect full brawl from both teams, but it's possible they can mix it out, or even someone decide to play long range, who knows. We will see, but I will expect both of team being pretty much brawly. Because it's hard to keep range from fast mechs, and you have a lot of fast mechs in this drop. 4 lights, 4 mediums, everything is could be above 100 kph, so you cannot kite this as efficiently as some assaults heavy build.
Yes, and this map, Canyon Network, is actually quite small, so I don't expect teams to hide in corners and wait out on the timer. But actually, yeah, recently I've noticed that some teams are willing to tie first 2 skirmish maps, skirmish drops, to win on Conquest and get the full reward for the tied drops. It's a risky plan, but some teams might go for it.
So I see 2 players are still waiting for ready up, but everyone is here in lobby and we should start very soon.
Both teams trying to confirm that they are ready, but everyone is green. I don't see anything, any reason to wait. Okay, and
Yeah,
we launched. We launched. Let me fix some video settings.
Okay, so Igor will be in charge of camera in this map much most of the time. I will try to look for mech builds and stuff like that, and comment on the game in general. So I see one mech is Stormcrow, SRMs from RJF. SRM, yeah, they have a pretty brawly build. Small pulse lasers, SRMs, pretty much on every mech. Except maybe Enrage 13, which is Enforcer Flare with 3 large pulse lasers. So as I see, the role of this mech is mostly poke from distance and like enrage their enemy, make them push towards you. It could be a long-standing one brawly team versus another, no one doing anything. But if you have a mech like this, you can provoke your enemy and do silly things. And yeah.
Looks like RJF decided to engage, and yeah, there is a full brawl. I see flamers on TCAF side.
Yeah, this is a questionable weapon, but
It
let's see
might be
how it
effective.
goes. Yeah, it might be good.
And so far, the brawl is in favor of RJF. I see Enforcer hanging back, just trying to focus targets, have 3 shots. Yeah, he's doing it actually quite successfully. Now the General 2C is trying to kill it. Wow, looks like TCAF almost turn around this battle. They are good on
TCAF
percentages.
got 4 max dead and RJF 4 max as well, but 1 mag go down for RJF just recently, so they're pretty even now.
Yeah, looks like the percentages are in favor of TCAF. Oh, it's hard to judge.
2 max alive for RJF.
It's a 2v2,
Max
what
for
a clutch.
Yeah. This ended up in being lights mostly deciding the game. And
Wow.
here we go, 2 lights alive. Motor versus Terminator. Oh, yeah.
And Motor suicided. Yeah.
Motor was probably using right shutdown, was a little bit greedy. I think he could carry this game actually. If
Yeah.
he was.
Terminator made a mistake, he was overheated. If only Motor had 2 more seconds to aim his shot more carefully. Okay,
Yeah.
and the first drop goes for TCAF. Very close game, and we're not sure how that could have ended without this override. Good game.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to comment on this when engagement began. It's like pure house. Only teams can see what are they focusing. But I saw a pretty good focus from both teams. In the beginning, it was going a little bit in favor of RJF, I think, but then it became pretty even. And in the end,
Yeah,
looks like they had
a little bit better focus in the opening, but yeah, both teams had their max to max hanging back. For RJF, it was an enforcer. He was trying to get 3 shots in the brawl, and on TCAF's side, I saw I think it was a Medballs Firestarter, probably the Terminator who left the last one. Yeah, and looks like the one more brawl in medium decided that battle in favor of TCAF. So the next map, skirmish on Viridian Bog. Can you say the rules for this engagement, please?
Okay, let me see this. So it's still no airstrike allowed, skirmish, Viridian Bog. We have 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavies. This one is mostly medium max, so you should expect them to maybe run a couple of brawlers, mix it with couple of mid-range max. I don't think either team will go for year large, but it's pretty possible if you're watching competitive matches closely. You might remember Antara Scorpions put some year large laser strategy versus Lost recently, and yeah, the map is known to be mostly brawl, but some teams can bring something interesting here as well.
Yeah, I think this map offers a lot of variety. It's not fully explored yet, and there are a lot of hills that are inaccessible by without jump jets. that teams can take advantage of. Just take maybe large pulses, maybe large lasers, or even ERs, and play very defensively. So it depends what the other team has in their drop deck. Can they have an answer to that strategy?
There is a possible scenario one team deciding to pick large lasers here, large lasers, and hide on some hill in the corner of the map. And our team, knowing that, getting some info, deciding should they go to engage them or should they just stay and passively wait for match to become draw. As some new rules brought to MRBC recently, we had this new rule which says if the match ended in no one wins, draw, it could go to the team who wins a series of these maps overall. So if, for example, Tikhonov wins a match and they have a draw on second map versus RJF, they will get this draw as a win and all all 8 of enemy mechs destroyed. So it could be a possible resolution that some teams decided to be passive in this match if they think they can outplay their enemy in the conquest mode, which is very different from anything we saw before with newest additions to conquest. So if a team feels confident in capturing more than in shooting, it could go for draw on any of first two or maybe on both of first two maps easily. But I don't think it's an option for Canyon Network, really. The maps are too fast and map is too small. But on Bog, we can expect that.
Yes, so basically TIE is not such a safe option as it was before in previous seasons. Now, if you're willing to go for TIE on some map in skirmish, you should really have a good strategy for those conquest drops. You should really be like able to win those drops, not to lose. So overconfidence in such decisions might bring you to fail. And I judge by my own experience. So yeah, well, actually, I really don't think that both teams will go for draw. It's a relatively close range map. You can have a really good brawl here.
Well, it depends. We will see.
Yeah.
It's Division B, so teams here are pretty smart. You can expect from them not just a pure engagement for the sakes of fun. They can put a lot of thought process into these drops, and yeah, this could be the outcome of this. If both of them not willing to engage, if both of them feeling more confident in the position they choose for themselves, like I choose this position, I have these angles to shoot, and I don't want to move anywhere from you. If you want to engage me, go ahead and do it. I will just stay here, and if he sends a drop, it's okay with me. I can win conquest maps. Both of teams can do that. But yeah, I expect Tikhonov to be more aggressive here. Maybe.
Honestly, I think it's opposite way because I would say that Tikhonov will hold back, and based on my experience with the RJF, they are not afraid of pushing. So I think they might be very aggressive on this map, and Tikhonov actually they might try some interesting tactics. Maybe even go for the hills maybe they'll try to repeat what Antares did against Lords. It will be an interesting match, and it's more interesting that we have different opinions on which team will push, which team will hold back.
Yeah, talking about Antares strategy versus Lords, I think it was one of these strategies that you can output one time. So if you play this game one time, everyone will know it is possible and no one will get in this trap again. If you're watching the competitive scene closely, you should be aware of things like that. So it's like it could be executed one time successfully, maybe two somewhere in different division, but for sure division I and division B players are aware of these things. They watch their games, and I can say like competitive players are the most part of people who watch competitive games at this time, which is kind of sad, but yeah, this is the thing for MWO right now.
Yeah, you gotta farm those strategies. But yeah, it might be a gamble. If you take a medium range poking build and get on top of the hills, and if the enemy is 100% invested in brawlers, yeah, I don't think that brawlers might have answer to that. But I'm not sure that will be a full brawl deck for both teams, because large pulses and large pulse mediums and heavies are dominating the game currently.
So we have the game started. I already can see some mixed mechs with Tikhonov, with Romorus, for example, running medium pulse and medium lasers, and at the same time Blacky Cat, SRM and small pulses. So the team brought a mixed deck. I can see a Wolverine, let me see its build.
So on the side of Tikhonov, Wolverine 7k, probably SRMs, Griffin Twin, probably SRMs, probably 4 SRM6s, Excel Engine maybe, Blackjack 1x, I guess the meta build, Firestarter S, Oxide, 2 Black Knights and Hunchback 2CB. Well, what an interesting choice.
I see a Black Knight pretty meta build, 3 large pulse, 3 medium max for Enrage 13 on RJF side. RJF Volkadav is running 5-year large laser Grasshopper, 3 large pulse laser Nick Drizari. So this team is focused on standing on Delta 2 hill mostly and having a pretty much long range builds. So this should be interesting. RJF, as I told you like before, has this approach to the game. We are standing on this hill and we are shooting you. If you want to make approach, you can do this. But yeah.
Yeah, and TCAF is playing it safely right now. They're not trying to poke. They know they have a disadvantage in range, so they're just hanging back, deciding what to do. They might push from the right side, like go from Bravo to, I think, towards the
Igor,
sniper
is
hill.
it possible to somehow see squares on the map in actual game?
No,
Like-
unfortunately, you cannot. You can go to first-person mode and see from the pilot's perspective the full
Yeah.
interface.
So the one only and the best possibility to push this, what is it, Delta 2, Delta 3 hill for Tikhonov probably should be going right side. Bravo 3, Bravo 2, Charlie 2, this kind of approach. But it's kind of risky at the same time. And if this match ends in a draw or an engagement is decided by Tikhonov mostly, RJF cannot afford to make any move in this situation. So Tikhonov is sitting there deciding what should they do. Should they be passive all 15 minutes, and this will be most of one of the worst games you ever saw.
Yeah,
But
that's
maybe
definitely a possibility, but look at that. There are 3 mechs on Tikhonov side and 2 mechs of RJF standing virtually in front of each other, just right around the corner.
yeah. On the hill in Delta 4, Charlie 3, I see this.
Yeah, and if RJF make a mistake, if they lose 1 mech, they will have to push, they will have to take back that...
Yeah, so Motor and Lazy, 2 guys are taking a bit of a risk right now. You can see them moving away from their position.
Yeah, they saw Tikhonov on Seismic, I believe, and they made their move. Actually, they have a UAV here. I don't believe that UAV could have helped them, but yeah. Probably Seismic saved their lives, I would say.
Looking at RJF position, I can say that they're taking mostly one hill, which is good if they're receiving push from the left side, possibly. But they also can consider taking some of the hills on right side of their position, maybe, if the push engages.
There are not...
It's very hard to plan on long range engagement on this map. To be honest, I would never risk in executing strategy which is shown by RJF here, and it's pretty passive. If you're doing this, you should be prepared to play the next game better. And what was the outcome of the first game?
The first game won by Tikhonov.
Yeah, and in this situation, when Tikhonov has already advantage of one game, if you are staying passive like this, you are saying mostly, guys, we are gonna win all 3 of the last maps. That might be feeling pretty confident, what I can say.
The Grasshopper on RJF side is trying to move, trying to find new angles on the TCAF team, probably on those 2 lights. Or actually, what are they doing out there?
Yeah, this Grasshopper RJF Volkadov is trying to find angles on right
yeah,
side.
but Tikhonov lights, look at them, they're behind both of the teams. They're basically doing nothing there, just, I don't know, hiding maybe? Maybe they're trying to locate the if the RJF lights trying to find them, but it's not the case. And I think Tikhonov are willing to invest their time on trying to catch the RJF lights, trying to get the kills advantage, and maybe win the map like that. But RJF are playing safe, their lights are near their team, and maybe this lonely Grasshopper may be in a dangerous situation if TCAF decides to push, but I don't think so.
Yeah, position of this grasshopper is actually, if you will see the main force of RJF, they can see this grasshopper position, they can cover him. If something jumps on him, they can just kill it. I'm not sure who is Dropcom for RGF this time. I know this grasshopper RGF Falkadaf was Dropcom and the leader of their competitive team for a long time. I had engagement versus him in earlier HOTS and so on. Pretty smart and confident player as well. For Tikhonov, I think they have Terminator 20 is a new leader.
Yeah.
I saw some of his matches and he shows he puts a lot of effort into this drop coming, has his own unique style. Well, if I can say that.
Yes, his style is absolutely, you cannot mix up.
He's very loud, he puts a lot of voice into his comments, making sure his warriors
know what he wants them to do. Yeah, and I think the strong side of Tikhonov are their discipline. They will not move, they will not poke, they will not try to trade unless they are told to. And in the defensive position, yeah, they have I think good firing lines. They can receive the push and they can push themselves. And looks like they've decided to move. Maybe they're trying to get that grasshopper.
Yeah, definitely they decided to do something, maybe just get this hill in the middle as their new position, but maybe they want to catch someone like this grasshopper as well.
Yes, and there's only 6 minutes left to this drop. They definitely want to win that, but yeah, looks like RJF just pulling back, trying to play this drop safe. Maybe they're very okay with if it is as tie.
Yeah, I think this goes for TCAF in general because they have already advantage in the match, as I said earlier, and if the matches ends in draw, this will be an advantage for Tikhonov.
This grasshopper moved really in a dangerous way. If he succeeded on jumping on top of this hill, and if he left like till the end of the match, the sudden push of the Tikhonov side might have just killed one egg right before the end of the match, and I think that would have been the win for them. So they might bet on that.
The Firestarter Boston tries to pick a little bit with his medium pulse lasers, not succeeding in getting any damage by receiving some.
Yeah, and the percentages are in favor of RJF, but it's nothing major. So, not much happening right now.
Yeah, I looked through all the mechs, no significant damage dealt to Tikhonov.
Yeah. Bodzon just stands there, probably controlling motor with a seismic, just to know that...
Look, some movement towards right side from Tikhonov side again. Maybe they want to pull some last minute push, which is a possibility in a competitive match of any level. In skirmish mode, the team that got more mechs killed wins, so it is not required to annihilate all of your opponent's team. So this is a possibility you can do. In last 1 or 2 minutes you push with everything you have and maybe kill more than your opponent, and when you have a like Rowley deck like this, it's a possibility.
Honestly, at this moment I think that RJF would have took more damage from falls, but rather than from the enemy. And again,
yeah, but look at his position. Look at his
Yeah.
position now. I think now Volkodав is actually exposed, and he could be caught by lights or something. And his only cover is this motor light standing above of him.
Actually, I think the rest of the team has a line of sight on the.
Yeah,
Volkodав.
now they have it. Now they have it. He moved away, but he was risking a little bit too much, I think. If he's planning to get a draw.
Look at the Tikhonov side. Not much movement over here. Nixon might be preparing for push, but no, looks like he's trying to just blockade the enemy, confirm their position. And while I was
guys,
while
we
I was,
have this boring match I was telling you about, but this should go to MRBC admins. Really, I don't see a reason for this game mode.
wait, look at that. RJF has changed the position. They're not on the top of the hill right now,
look,
and
Volkodав
Tikhonov
is very in dangerous position.
Yes, and Tikhonov are trying to push them. Probably they're preparing to push. It might be,
moving away. Sense danger, moving away. But it's possible he will return from another side of the hill and try to box on another side. Look at this. Tikhonov moving up towards the hill. Terminator leading the charge.
If only a couple of mechs move right around the hill, they might catch the Volkodав. But he's jumped away, jumped down.
Yeah. At this point of the time, teams don't have much UAVs and stuff like that to operate with. They probably used everything they have, mostly.
Looks like Nixon is charging, but his team is holding back a little bit.
Nixon is taking not necessarily damage in the back now, risking losing his mech. Is it Excel?
Yes, it is most likely Excel engine, but he got away. Yeah, and at that point, teams TCAF decided to disengage.
Nixon lost his side torso actually, and this mech was not Excel. If it was Excel, the game was lost by Tikhonov, but yeah, it loses only 2 SRMs.
And now Tikhonov, they killed one light on the side of the RJF. Lights were trying to chase the Nixon, and they got caught by the heavies. And now it's too late to counter push. Wow, I lost.
Wow, I missed this engagement when they lost the light.
Two Black Knights jumped down on the right side, basically on top of the heads of 2 lights, and just focused it. Who was that? It was Motor.
Motor lost.
They probably caught him in the back, since he did not do any damage. Oh well,
I was about to say that Tikhonov is not like, how did you call them, the team that follows their
just maybe say it in Russian, I'll try to help you.
Disciplined.
Yeah.
Team, yeah. And I was about to say that Tikhonov was not so much disciplined in the ending of this game. This Wolverine going forward, showing his back to the enemy, and some weird stuff going on. Yeah, so it felt like people don't really understand what they should do now. Should they engage and try to get this kill, or should they not? It was a very weird situation, but how do RJF lost their light? It was wow. I thought the only Volkodав was in real danger because it has a relatively slow engine and could not get away from the pack of lights and mediums who could potentially jump on him.
Yeah, those 2 lights on RJF side, they were a little bit too slow to catch and finish off Nixon, and probably TCAF heavies just saw them on seismics and decided to jump on top in the last seconds and finish one egg, because obviously lights cannot kill heavy as fast as the heavy can kill light. So yeah.
Yeah. So this slight loss was very unexpected.
And
But
now,
RJF at the same time, you saw them like moving away from their initial position, realizing that this match goes in favor of Tikhonov if nothing going on. So yeah, I think this match was basically lost in the, how do you call it, in mech lab by RJF. Because this kind of setup too passive in case when you are not winning, in case when you are not ahead in the match, it's kind of a bit risky to take. So we are heading to the next match.
yeah, the
Which is
third map is Tourmaline in a conquest mode. Both teams should have one commander, which is Assault Mech, Victor, and three mediums and four heavies, I think.
3 mediums, 4 heavies, 1 assault, which is this Victor commander. If I remember correctly, this drop is calling commander assassination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still no RT allowed for this MRBC season. We have no RT in first 3 drops, and we have 2 RTs in 2 remaining drops, which kinda upset me actually. And I can explain my position. I think the air strike and artillery strike is kinda random mechanics that brought to this game. You can argue this, but if you have experience of receiving cockpit shot by RT in actual competitive match, which was matter a lot, you will understand my position probably.
Yeah, just
So
remember the 2 years ago when everybody could have taken both artillery and airstrike, and the competitive matches were just red smoke, red smoke, red smoke everywhere. You could have lost an entire leg from one shot from the artillery strike. It was
yeah, I remember this a lot.
extremely overpowered. Yeah.
It was possible that even your teammates get you get you damaged. So some weird shit going on.
Yeah, I remember just losing my entirely fresh leg from artillery strike, and the fun thing that the rest of my mech did not take any damage. It was just a leg and nothing else. Yeah, those were good old days of
So we
Meta.
have this kind of random mechanics with could happen killing you in cockpit or getting your leg or whatever. In 2 deciding drops, these 2 lights drops, not lights but 2 last drops will could possibly decide the outcome of the match. And yeah, when you have match won by lucky shot, I don't think it's good for competitive scene to have this. And I didn't like finish my thoughts on first 2 drops. I was about to say that skirmish is not a really good mod for competitive as well. So we could have a lot of, at least on like big open maps, but this Viridian Bog drop showed you that match could be slow, boring, or ending in draw, even on this closed small map, relatively small map with skirmish mode. Yeah, so these are 2 things I don't really like about current MRBC rules: 2 skirmishes and RT in the end.
Yeah, I probably would not necessarily agree with you on artillery strikes. It's a nice instrument of map control. You can force your opponent out of the cover with the artillery strikes. You can deny the capture of point with a strike on lights or maybe stuff like that. And basically, the lucky shots, the headshots, uh, can only occur if you basically don't have any armor on your cockpit. And that happens because I think currently cockpit model is a little bit too small. It's not viable just to even to try shoot cockpit. You never see that in competitive matches. And if it was like a couple of pixels more, we could have focused on cockpits more. It might have been an interesting addition to skill-based gameplay. But yeah, and the first drops in skirmish, yes, I absolutely agree with you. Just look at those esports with PvP. You always have like objectives in your games. Like Counter-Strike, you should plant the bomb. In Dota, you should destroy the enemy base and stuff like that. Yeah, but
Well,
I think the domination might be a nice uh, what how do you call it? You can use domination instead of skirmish. It will change the pace of the game, and it is not like the conquest, but it's close enough, and you still should control the point, but you can do it in different ways. Again, maybe with the artillery strikes, maybe with long range poking, stuff like that. But to be honest, I don't think that many of the current maps are good for domination, because you can find a lot of spots when enemy cannot possibly see you, but you can still deny their capture just by standing inside the green area. I think if the maps if they had a big wide open area inside the green circle, and you should have pushed the enemy outside the circle with just one of your mechs staying inside and the rest of the team pushing the enemy like more away from this capture area. It would have been much more interesting. Like Alpine is not a perfect example, but I think it's close enough to be a decent map for the domination mode, because on the one side of the big hill, big mountain, you basically cannot have the great cover, but you cannot poke enemies with long range weapons and deny their capture. And on the other side, there are a lot of hills, and you can poke from that. It might be actually a very interesting game mode in competitive.
yeah, but it requires a lot of polishing. I just recently, today, sent an email to support showing on screenshot that I had a very weird match when all the opponent teams were dead and we all were standing in a circle, and yeah, the timer was not moving. The mod itself is not implemented without bugs so far, and I think it needs some polishing in terms of uh, I don't know, maybe timer, some other things. I was not putting a lot of thought into that. What exactly should you change? So far, this mod is not ready for competitive games.
Yes, and I actually wonder what PGI have in their pockets for their tournament. It should be something interesting. They might have a different game mode prepared for that. They might want to use their new game mode Domination. I don't know. Can't wait till Tuesday to see this tournament page, to see the rules. What should we expect from that?
Yeah, and talking about having some goals on each map on most of competitive games, I'm not totally there with you because I have a huge Quake 2 and Quake 3 background where the most popular mod was Team Deathmatch when you
Yeah,
receive
yeah.
any
But
winnings by mostly killing everyone. So, and I know a couple of people who prefer this one over just having some goals. But yeah, you should have everything be like organized for that to make happen. Uh, the McWarrior is not that kind of game. You can see people are not willing to have these engagements, and maps are very big. There is no possibility to have this if the map stayed that big of a size, I think. On small maps you can have relatively good engagements with skirmish mode, but not on a big maps, I think.
well, yeah. I would say maybe if not bringing up the domination mode in MRBC for first two drops, you could have cherry-picked those smaller maps where you basically cannot hide in the corner, cannot play very safely, very defensively. So yeah.
It's currently very problematic. If I ask you now what cherry picks will be that exactly, you will probably call something like Bog, Frozen City Night, right? But
Uh,
even on a Frozen City Night, you can pick one spot where you can stand on the like outskirt of the map, if this is correct term, and just wait for your enemy to do something.
yeah, that's the another problem with this game. I think I honestly believe there are not enough maps, not enough
Can you put
variety.
somehow the score on the screen, Igor, so people see like what is the
Uh, what should I?
put the actual score of the match on screen
Oh
with
yeah, yeah.
your
Give me a second. Okay, should be fine.
so you put the score on the screen?
Yeah, I did, and current score is 2-0 in favor of TCAF.
2-0, yeah, in favor of TCAF.
Yep. But actually, the viewers will only see that in
In
10
10 minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, because of delay.
And
I think we
I
can.
was
Yeah, go ahead.
I was looking for some topic magician recently posted on forum what people can do to improve viewers performance, like viewers experience in the competitive game casting, and people mostly say that this time in between the drops when nothing is going on takes too much time. If we were like preparing this drop, we could probably think of a ways to show you the replay of a match, but think of it as a last match. You don't really want to see a replay of this match, maybe last minute or whatever, but no. So yeah, this is the problem with MechWarrior Online. People need a lot of time to prepare their mechs and decks. This depends on team. Some teams are more disciplined and have more C-builds, as you might say. So everyone in their team have enough of resources to be their all mechs ready and built, ready to go. Mostly
Yeah,
when I played competitive, I have everything built before the match, so I don't even exit lobby for the sakes of taking something with me.
yeah, but even with exiting the lobby, I think that there are some things that PGI can fix. Well, first of all, obviously, the time that you need to save your mech, and it takes like infinite amount of time if you have a lot of mechs. I think they know that there is a problem. They said something about in what is it, yesterday's town hall. They
I
might
hope they
know,
did.
yeah, they might know how to fix that, but I believe they're not going to do that just right now because they have some major plans on changing or upgrading the game engine, maybe, and they might like take a look into the saving problem when they deal with that. Actually, the second thing that might improve the waiting time immensely is max select button. When we just got that max select button, you could have changed on all modules without leaving the lobby. So not only consumables but everything basically. And somehow they took away this feature. It's actually quite bad. I was really disappointed by that. It will improve the experience immensely if we could have just switched modules without leaving the lobby. Yeah, and actually, yes, same. They were talking in the town hall about having some, I don't know, instruments to just see where all your modules are installed without
Yeah, yeah.
like trying to like see in every Mac what's installed there, what's installed there, just to guess where did you put that fucking last advanced zoom or seismic.
Actually, I think we should put all this time into showing probably map next time, explain some probabilities of the map, because I think Tourmaline Desert is one of the more interesting maps for this game mode for Conquest. A lot of different opportunities.
Sure.
Have the matches started?
If you could set up Twiddler for the next drop, I can stream it, I believe.
Next drop is Frozen City Night, not much to see, but yeah, maybe we should.
We can discuss the Tourmaline drop.
Yeah.
So, Tikanov team took the Team 1 Alpha Spawn, I believe. It's in Echo 4. Basically, this area allows you to control the whole map with ER lasers. And they actually have 2 heavies and 1 medium out there. And medium looks like it's a brawler.
I see your slash lasers on Tikhonov side. This Alpha Lens medium and large pulse, ER large mixed deck.
Yeah,
They're sending one mech to capture this point. What is it called?
it is Theta. Nixon is trying to grab Theta, while the Hunchback Gnomer on the
No,
RJF
it's
team.
Epsilon. It's Epsilon.
Oh, it's Epsilon. Yeah. And it looks like we can have a nice brawl here on Epsilon. The Grace engaging with Gnomer and his Hunchback. It's a laser vomit Hunchback?
Hunchback to see. Let me see its build.
It's a laser
Gnomer
vomit.
has 8 medium laser. Yeah,
Wow,
medium
that's
laser.
a really hard build for this map. And meanwhile, the teams have like tradings over here between control position and the Delta 5. And
Yeah, it looks like
RJF,
the Grey is disengaging. He doesn't want to fight. He basically give up Epsilon to the Gnomer.
it's a good move
Gnomer is
since the RJF are trying to push Epsilon and Mars. And meanwhile, their medium mech enforcer has taken Gamma. So they have 1 point right now, while Tiganov they have 2, Theta and Sigma.
yeah, Tikhonov have 2 points, and they have actually a possibility to take anything they want now. They could send one fast mech to anywhere, like Gamma, Kappa, whatever.
Yeah, right now it's a stalemate. There's nothing really exciting going on. They're trying to poke each other. Tikhonov might easily send that fast crab to capture Kappa, and looks like he is going to capture Kappa. He's
Yeah,
moving
nice
towards
move by
Stargate.
Tikhonov, very nice understanding of the game. And you can see, as in previous match, RJF once again taking some defensive, passive position. And this is not the way you win Conquest, actually. You see they keep losing points, and if you look what effort do they do towards capturing anything, or maybe even killing their opponent's team, you can see they not succeeding in doing anything of this. So far I see this going far ahead in favor of Tikhonov.
Yes, absolutely. Recently, the Conquest game mode with the recent changes in how it plays, it it's it changed the way we're playing this game immensely. Looks like
Yes, so Tikhonov
RJF
Kappa, and I think the proper way for them to do is capturing Gamma as well. Why not?
RJF have decided to push, but they're just going into the murder zone. Murder zone. Tikhonov has
Yeah,
they
Tikhonov
have
has a very nice
excellent,
fair line on this
yeah, excellent
position.
farm line.
It will be.
But it looks like a mistake from Romulus. He dropped down, probably not willingly, just dropped a lot, a little
Yeah.
bit. And now, yeah, still
They're
the
hanging on this crystal. Blacky Cat can drop down as well. No, he
TCAF
holds on
have
the top.
TCAF had the lead a little bit, but now it's 2-2 for both teams. But looks like the percentages are in favor of.
And look now what their like Crab is doing. He is trying to engage in this fight. I think it's mistake by Tikhonov. They should put this Crab into capturing mode.
Looks like the TCAF are winning the brawl. No, they are
Yeah.
losing. They have only 3 mechs here, and the crab is trying to help them now. Yeah, he
Finally, Crab
should
made
be
his way
capturing.
here.
I think he might kill the remaining hunchback, but he will be get caught by the rest of the RJF team. But good move by Blacky Cat. He's leading. He's trying to survive, and he will go for the capture.
Yeah, and this Crab, as I told you earlier, should not engage here. He should be focusing on getting ups.
He is relying on the basically broken hitboxes on Crab, because you can tank a lot of damage with this mech, despite it's just merely 50 tons. I think he's.
Imagine this situation. The Tikhonov have basically the same deck, same positions and stuff, but they take Cicada or maybe some overfast mechs as the mediums, anything you can think of, and focusing more on captures. More speed of this Crab is not so fast as it could be. And at this point of the game, if Crab was sent to capture, not engaging the fight, they could have around 600 points already. And probably 2 mechs alive. And this is a very high possibility of winning on capture.
I'm
And
not
now
sure
we have
what he's trying to do. I think the Stormcrow is trying to engage the Hunchback who's standing on Theta. He might, yeah, he most definitely will kill him and switch to the Dragon Slayer maybe.
And Theta is no man's land. It captures but no one. I think Blackie having a little bit too risky here.
Dragon Slayer was
Yeah.
very great, but Blackie has cherry red city court. He have
Yeah,
to,
it was a good play by Blackie Cat in
yeah, he
terms
have to
of
hide
personal
now.
skill.
Now it's absolutely fresh Wolverine against badly damaged Stormcrow, and Stormcrow should run.
Yeah, it seems Stormcrow wants to capture this, not realizing that last mech is heading towards it. Let's see.
Just one lucky shot from Wolverine and this will be over.
Oh, my game is crashed. So unfortunate.
Yeah, just currently we have a little standoff. Blackie Cat is trying to run away. They're running against the crystal structure. He just guessed the correct answer. He changed his direction and now it's just basically Benny Hill. Just guys running
Yeah, but
one after
Tikhonov
another.
is winning on points, right?
Tikhonov are winning on points. The Theta is captured by TCAF, and the Tex War RJF player is not trying to recap Theta. So basically, if he cannot find the Stormcrow, the game will go for TCAF.
But think of this: if even if he finds Stormcrow and kill it, we have the same rules so that.
Yes, and he just did kill the Stormcrow. Now he's moving towards Theta, trying to capture it. I don't know. He will not have enough time to.
Will he be able to do this in time?
No,
That is the
absolutely
question.
no, absolutely no. TCAF they have 3 points and 700 points uh, captured already. So there is no possible way that RJF can win. So despite they had misplayed, the crab shouldn't have engaged in that brawl. Oh, did I say Shadow God? The crab. He shouldn't have engaged in that brawl, but they still won. Congrats to TCAF.
Yeah, I will need a re-invite to this lobby.
Okay, give me a second, I'll see the match score.
So I think a lot of mistakes were made from both sides. They have some great moves and some mistakes. Not many teams these days realize how to properly play this new mod. If I'm correct to call it the new mod, because the old wait a second. Yeah, the old Conquest mode is a very different game from what we have now. As you saw, it's not possible to win by killing all mechs. So if you had a nice leading in the caps, you can put your efforts towards this kind of win, maybe sacrificing all your team in doing this.
Yeah. So have you tried to set up Twidla so we could show the moments on stream?
Wait a second, I'm waiting for invite, and yeah, I will do it right now.
Okay, nice.
Did you tell them to reinvite me?
Yes, yes. They should know that you need an invite.
Okay. So what should I put as a map to discuss?
I think Tourmaline. Just tell us what you think they should have done. Both teams should have done to win this match. That will be interesting.
here's your twiddler.
Okay.
Just don't forget to switch it to the game back when we finish, so you don't stream this twiddler.
Yeah,
all the
yes,
way.
sure. Window capture. I cannot. Something's gone wrong. I cannot. Like.
Put your browser on stream.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that invite. I hope they don't forget about me.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, now should be good.
Igor?
Second. Okay, you can start describing now.
I'm not remember quite well how it goes, but at some point of the game it was something like Tikhonov holding this position mostly and having some fire lines towards Epsilon. And RJF at the beginning of the game they sent some light, I don't know, probably from Brava to the Gamma capture.
Yeah, it was a medium enforcer. They did not
don't
have
make
lights.
any movement towards Kappa. They don't move any aggressive move towards Theta. And actually it's quite difficult to do from their team side, from their team side of the map. So what they happen to do is somehow moving here.
They were moving from this position right around this corner and they just got caught here.
Yeah, so they moved all their forces towards the Epsilon. So position on map was like RJF having all here and capturing Epsilon and Gamma. These are 2 points they got. And basically Tikhonov got all the entire rest of the map and actually able to go and somehow capture Gamma. So it was totally in control of Tikhonov at that point. They were able to get all 4 points, Theta, Gamma.
So basically what they should have done, they had a firing line here on Echo 4 area.
Yeah.
They should have, they've taken Sigma right at the beginning, they've taken Theta freely without
Yeah.
any fire from the
They
RJF.
should focus just keeping this.
Yeah, and what was wrong that the after capturing Theta, I would say the crab went back towards Tikhonov side firing line, and he was hanging around for quite a bit. And only after like minute or so he went to capture Kappa, and after that, instead of capturing Gamma and letting the team to fight without basically engaging with the enemy, he should have just captured Gamma and that Stormcrow that left the engagement, the Blacky Cat, he could have helped him, he could have distracted the enemy.
Can you check if they informed that they should invite me back?
Please check your invites. Both teams are in, they're raising up. I've sent numerous times. I've said numerous times they should invite you back.
Type it one more time to make sure. So yeah, at that point of time, Tikhonov should just send their fast mediums at Kappa and Gamma, and the problem from their side, they had no fast mediums, but yeah, it's kind of okay. They could send what they got there to just capture everything they have and win it by caps. And when engagement actually began,
you should have the invite. Check the invite.
Okay, looking, nothing still.
Volkodov is AFK and he will send you invites.
Okay. So as you can see on this board, what happened in like end engagement, Tikhonov got this fire line here, and RJF was pushing them with one force, sticking together, going through the left side as you draw here. Yeah, it was very bad move, but what could they do at that point? If you think of it, what are their like options in this situation? Maybe get away from this side, wasting more time. Maybe sending some fast mechs to capture point, but where can they send them? To Gamma? Just recapture Gamma back? Nothing they could do. They put themselves in this kind of weird situation when they have no real options except just recklessly push their opponent with having not much chances to win by caps at that point.
Yeah, and actually,
to kill all the team and be fast enough to recapture everything.
Yeah, and actually one of their pokers, the Hunchback 2C, he got almost wrecked right at the beginning at Epson. He had full wealth of SRM6s in his face. Yeah, so basically if they wanted to push immediately, they should have done it from this position. It's kind of faster, and the Tikhonov might have like had that firing line not set up, or they might have tried to pull back a bit, so it could have changed the outcome. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. Hasso? Oh, okay, you're back. Great.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, but someone is hosting my channel, and I should say thank you, thank you, thank you. I very appreciate that. I'm sorry I missed the moment when it showed the name, but thank you again.
Yeah, thank you everyone who is watching us right now. We have 30 players. Bandit is here as well. His casts are the top of the line right now. He's making the best casts out there. I made a good interface for his casts,
Oh,
showing
did you
scores and
see,
everything.
Hasu? Did you see the insane thing they did when they were casting the, I think, Mercstar Invitational SGR against Imperial? They had the
Yeah,
fucking picture in picture, man. That's
yeah,
really insane.
we could do it really, dude, but we should prepare in advance. So
Yeah, that stream was total
I
surprise
don't
for
know
both of us.
how they did it. Like the second guy, how did he send his picture by Skype or whatever to the
Probably
first one?
maybe another Twitch stream, maybe. So and
Yeah,
Bandit was capturing the like browser page. I don't know,
yeah.
but yeah,
So
that's insane.
yeah, doing a very good job, Bandit. I hope like you keep working towards that. I think you need to invite maybe some more guests, maybe some top competitive players to help you comment on things and maybe explain some things from their perspective. It would be maybe interesting
Yeah,
for people.
interviews. That
Interviews, yeah, team captains.
yeah, I think they do some interviews post match. Not sure. And we're launched. Okay, Frozen City Nights.
Don't forget to switch your stream to the actual
It
game.
should be okay. I'll check it in the moment. So Frozen City Night. Can you remind us the rules for this engagement?
Yeah, give me a sec. So for Frozen City Night we have two of each mech types, like two lights, two mediums, two heavies, two assaults. We have RT enabled, we have conquest mode, and that's it. I expect teams here to be more brawly again. Conquest is like option here. People could go for Theta, people could ignore Theta, it could go both ways, and if they ignore Theta we'll have engagement right away. Maybe some tradings and then engagement, but the game will go a lot faster if they prefer to ignore Theta.
And looks like the RJF got the advantage in points at the moment. If
Yeah,
TCAF is not sending their lights towards Theta, basically they will have to push RJF side because they have smallest but still an advantage.
yeah, and this is very important thing many teams miss out, don't paying it much attention. You can see like Tikhonov have small advantage in terms of caps, 35 versus 30.
No,
But
it's in RJF favor.
okay, it's in RJF favor, yeah. I missed that.
External camera
So
engaged.
RJF has small advantage, very small, but it's very costly for Tikhonov because now they have two options: somehow be aggressive or somehow capture Theta.
Yeah, and
RJF,
right now they are coming for Theta. The Tikhonov
yeah,
Light, Jenner, Oxide, MK with a bunch of numbers. He is taking Theta, and I don't think that there is any way for RJF to not let him do that.
yeah. So RJF had this kind of advantage and now it's lost. So the game turned around and we
The,
have two options for RJF now, two interesting options. And they should do it right now, decide and do something right now. Either they want to recapture Theta or push right now, because time from this point of is working against them. and they
Yeah.
decided to push.
RJF decided to send light to recapture Theta, and meanwhile TCAF decided to push. So now it's 8 versus 7, and TCAF is pretty strong and in brawls and in pushing enemy. So the light is trying to make his way back, but it might be not enough. Look at the percentages. It's kinda hard to say who has the upper hand, and obviously TCAF have a better focus. They killed Spellmagic, Orion, and
Yeah, two
Direwolf
mechs are
Uzi.
already down for RJF. Tikhonov brawling pretty
Now,
successfully.
yeah, just look at the numbers they are dropping on Glomer so fast. Looks like TCAF had their
Yeah, Gnomer's gonna
homework
get
on their
down.
focus fire. Because recently they had some problems with that, but now look at that.
Yeah, definitely better focus from Tikhonov here. But the how this match went is really surprising. Tikhonov got advantage in terms of capture point, and they decided to push. That was kind of surprising for me. Maybe they saw a good opportunity at some point, and we missed that.
I think they were hoping that the RJF lights will try to recapture the point, and at the moment that Archita got stepped inside, they pushed. But it might have been a little bit earlier before the
But
cheetah
did RJF
started to
send
capture.
someone? Did you notice
Yes,
this?
yes. The cheetah went to retake Theta, but it went back as soon as they saw the TCAF are pushing.
Yeah, so the thought process from the side of Tikhonov was the following. We are capturing this Theta. We wait a little bit, like they should guess it, but they can do it somehow, calculate this time needed for RJF to send someone to recapture. And they push at this moment, hoping RJF sends someone. And they are not full 8 people standing there. So Tikhonov could have advantage in terms of amount of players. Very nice third process on this one, if we are right. Maybe they just saw a good opportunity to push some information that the enemy team is not ready to receive this push. I was not paying too much attention to their position. I was looking at this capture status, as I may say.
Yeah, RJF they were standing basically around Kappa, maybe somewhere in Brawl 3, and TCAF just pushed through the pocket and over the saddle.
So
Engaged really quickly.
what is the score now? If I'm not wrong, 4-0 in favor of Tikhonov.
Yeah. The current score is 4-0 in favor of TCAF.
Nice performance by Tikhonov. I was expecting them to show good performance, but yeah, at the same time, I was expecting for RJF giving them like a big fight here. And it was pretty close for the first map. It was passive playing leading to the lost on Viridian Bog for RJF. It was bad planning and decision making for RJF on Tourmaline Desert. And it was pretty like convincing victory with pure brawl for Tikhonov on Frozen City Night.
Yeah, as I said before, if you are willing to take the tie in one of the first two maps, you should have a really excellent and fleshed out strategy for the conquest drops, because those are deciding for the match. I don't know, should we use Twidla to show what happened?
We can, if you want.
Okay, go ahead, set it up. Pulpenshire, yeah, I've tried this maps like thingy on MRBC side, but it's very laggy. I don't know. I can't say it's very useful at the moment.
Okay, give me a second to load the map.
Oh, Bandit is hosting me right now. Thank you.
Yeah, Bandit and MRBC Liga is hosting us right now.
Oh, great.
Oh, it takes too much time for map to load into Twiddler for some reason.
I think we have time because both teams basically left the lobby. They're trying to prepare their mechs.
Okay, here we go. Did you open this?
Mm-hmm.
So from the beginning of the match, we have RJF planning the game, the beginning more carefully, probably. They sent their fast mechs to Kappa and Gamma like a little bit more faster. Wow, wait a second.
Yeah, the light mechs, they were spawned in Charlie lands and they ran straight towards Kappa. And I think they had like 3 mechs on Gamma capturing this point.
Yes, so they had this small advantage. I'm not sure if the map is properly balanced really, if you can really from one of a side get these caps faster if you send the same type of mech to them. But yeah, RJF captured Epsilon and Sigma a little bit too late. So they lost, not RJF, Tikhonov sent their mechs to Sigma and Epsilon a little bit too late and they lost advantage. But none of the teams did anything towards Theta. Tikhonov got a fire line here. Mechs were ready to push or receive push, whatever. Somewhere, yeah, around. I was not paying much attention to
Yeah, they
their
were
position.
hanging around here, like in the lower grounds in Charlie 3.
And most of the like RGF team were in this kind of area, hanging around and waiting. I even didn't look from mechs builds. What do they had on the mechs? We put a lot of effort into talking about capturing and advantages, disadvantages of trying to get that and trying to engage in a capturing game on this map. But yeah, at some point Tikhonov realized that they should do something, either push or try to move towards Theta, and they sent some lights towards Theta. And now they get advantage in the capture points.
Yeah, the
So
lights immediately ran away, and the RJF they had like Arctic Cheetah hanging around this position. He was standing on top of the building trying to like see if the TCAF are pushing, and after that, after a couple seconds of Theta being in possession of TCAF, the RJF sent the light towards Theta. He was a little bit cautious. I think he was standing for a couple of seconds trying to see on seismic if there are any enemy lights here. And after that, he just ran around just trying to get Theta. And at that exact moment, TCAF just pushed over the pocket and saddle.
yeah, and the engagement began. They had this little advantage of one light from RJF missing at the field of battle, but I think he returned pretty fast. I was not paying attention to that. Did you?
I think he tried to return. Yeah, he went from like generally jumped on top, something like that. But by the time he returned, I think TCAF already had at least 1 or 2 kills.
Yeah, it's a like typical situation on this map, trying to make your enemy going to Theta, because this map get this Theta position, pretty unique position for Theta. It's isolated from the main battlefield, if I may say like that. Pretty isolated point below. If you move towards the Theta, you should have jump jet max to be able to return fast in the battle, no matter where the battle is, in Bravo 3, like Charlie 4. So if you make a move towards Theta, at that exact moment of time, you are pretty vulnerable to the push. So that what you should take in consideration if you are ready to receive push without this max being there with you.
Yeah, that was basically that. I think we can discuss the last drop, Caustic Volley, the heaviest one. Try to predict what teams might have in mind for the strategy for that map.
Wait a second.
Oh, basically no, we should not waste our times. Both teams are almost ready. I see 8 players
Okay.
on every side.
Yeah, for Caustic Valley we have, let me see, RT enabled, Conquest mode,
2 lights,
two
2
lights, two
heavies.
heavies, four assaults. This is the heaviest, I think, of all the drops. We will see some assault action here. Maybe Maulers, dire wolves, maybe some atlases even. Depends what strategy team will bring. I think the vital point here, again, as on many maps, is this Theta. Taking control of a Theta earlier is a big advantage. If you take control over the Theta on this map, you could potentially control 3 points at the same time, like this middle Theta point and 2 points that are kind of on your side of the map. So I think whoever takes Theta first here will take some big advantage, but they should somehow keep control over it. So this is the tricky part. How do you keep control over this center point and not being backdoored from somewhere, getting hit in your back? Because enemy team could easily rotate around the caldera and hit you from side or from back, so it's very tricky.
And the match is already started. So
Okay, let me see builds. I see Gnomer here on Streak SRMs, full Streak SRM, Storm Jenner, Ebonjack, Small Pulses, Nick Drizari PPC and free IC5 Banshee. Large pulse laser, medium laser, Black Knight. So this side of this team is mostly like rangey, mid-rangey, with some streaks. And from Tikhonov we can see 2 Gauss, ER medium laser, dire wolf. Very heavy punch from this mech, but very slow at the same time. SRM, Jenner, standard build, Hellbringer, Gauss, Yermet, Laser, Ultra AC5, Mauler. So yeah, I would say both teams bring kinda mid-range deck, with Tikhonov bringing this dire heavy punch. They will be not so fast to move or make any action.
Looks like we might have a little fight over here on Sigma
Yeah,
with
but
two generals.
Theta is captured by Tikhonov so far.
Yeah, they've sent two heavies over there, and looks like two lights are not going to capture Theta, Sigma. I'm sorry, because
And we have the situation I was talking about, them having Theta, Kappa, and Sigma on their side of map. And I see now RJF is putting a lot of efforts towards getting Sigma from them instead of Theta. They're currently losing on points, and at this point, when Tikhonov saw these massive movements of RJF towards Sigma, the right thing to do is to send something to Gamma, or maybe even Epsilon. If they send two mechs to Gamma and Epsilon, this is game over in terms of capturing
I think the
points.
main engagement has just started. The lights on the Tikhonov side are not doing anything. They're just hanging around the Theta, maybe trying to protect Tikhonov from the enemy lights.
Yeah, I
And
think it's mistake. Like this Paul grinding, Bosdan hanging around in the middle. They could actually move towards Gamma and get it. I see no reason for them to standing and doing nothing in the middle in the Caldera when they have really good opportunity to make this cup game going in their favor even more. They have advantage, but they can like increase this advantage
yeah,
to just rush.
looks like RJF are losing the ball battle.
Yeah, and this is probably the reason they are not putting any effort in towards capturing, because they winning these trades. Maybe they think, oh, we can
Yeah,
win
but
this.
look at those lights. They're basically doing nothing. They're not even trying to flank the enemy, trying to
Yeah.
backstab someone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they
These two
absolutely
lights are
should.
doing no job at all.
Yeah, they absolutely should try to capture something. I'll just kill that lonely mech.
No, look, they engaged in a fight
Yeah,
now
they just
with
engaged
the
in a fight
bomber.
with the enemy lights, but it's too late. It's basically the game is finished because RJF have only 4 mechs standing alive,
Yeah,
and
they
TCAF
were
is
caught. If you look at the corpses of RJF, most of the mechs died in one choke point, as I may say here, near Sigma, trying to fight for it. Yeah,
yeah.
it was like pretty poor planning from RJF side on every conquest game.
Looks like TCAF just lost one of their light mechs. I don't know, that might be an opportunity for RJF lights to run away, try to capture some points, maybe still win on Conquest. I don't know.
Yeah, but
But
they're so heavily engaged in the fight now, they are not trying to do
yeah,
this
they are
now,
not
so
trying to. Yeah, I think what happened there is RGF tries to push around the Delta 5, I think Delta 6, and somehow they just stopped. And
yeah. And
it
here we
was,
go,
yeah,
5-0 in favor of TCAF. Congratulations, Tikhonov.
yeah. Congrats to
Nice games.
TCAF. Okay, look at those damages, pretty like equal across the border. Lights, I don't know, they were mostly doing nothing. The Firestarter has got some action at the end, but still, they could have captured more points.
Do you want to like show this map on Twiddler?
Yeah, just give me a second. Okay, and basically both teams have left the lobby. Yeah, we can discuss the last drop before we finish the stream.
Mm-hmm. So, are you there already?
Yep. So
Match began in like favor of Tikhonov, as I said earlier. Whoever captures Theta first have advantage. So they like captured Kappa with their lights, Theta and Sigma probably with some heavy mechs. I was not paying attention to that, and have advantage of having 3 points from the beginning. RJF at the same time captured 1 point Gamma, ignored any actions towards Theta, moved to Epsilon, captured that one, and were losing from the beginning in terms of capture points 2 to 3. And what could they actually do here is fight for some point or try to annihilate all the enemy team and after that take care of captures. I don't know what exactly they were doing, like trying to move towards Sigma and fight for Sigma, or it was like their movement towards enemy team, try to outtrade them. I think they were going to Sigma. So yeah, there's the arrow you draw.
yeah,
They
the
end
lights.
somewhere here.
Yeah, the lights went for Sigma first. They saw a firing line of TCAF for there, and I think the rest of the team decided to move up towards Delta 5 corner.
So probably it was pure position select choice from RJF side. They were outtraded badly, as you saw there. But for Tikhonov, as we mentioned, they made some mistakes that can cost them, be more costly to them in when they play versus more experienced players, maybe. So they had these two lights hanging out in Caldera doing nothing, and these two lights could go for Gamma. They could go even for Epsilon. At least try and see if it's an option. They could go for the backs of RJF. These all three are like opportunities they could do, and they were standing in the middle doing nothing. I think Tikhonov should put more thought into this and not let some mechs hang around without doing anything. And for the RJF side, it was a pure planning on how do they supposed to win. Imagine RJF played it exactly like this and they won their trades and captured Sigma. But they are facing the like someone who is not so careless as Tikhonov in controlling their lights. They could still lose on captures by losing Gamma, by losing Epsilon, not doing anything towards Theta. So I think they don't have some decent plan for this map. Yeah, and it's like really common now. Many teams try to get comfortable with new conquest mode. At some point of time, everyone will be there. And yeah, if they don't change anything about conquest, team will learn at some point.
And let's discuss a little bit more what RJF could have done to not lose the trades over here, and let me clear markup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not lose trades over here, and still might be win the game. So they had Gamma and Epsilon. The main team was at some point they were on top of Delta 5 hill. Yeah, and
Yes.
two lights. They were trying to take Sigma. They understand really quickly that it's not possible. So maybe their team could have just poked and trade with a TCAF firing line while the lights could have just run around the map and take Kappa. And after that, they could have capture advantage. But yeah, this side is it's quite difficult to control all 3 points, Epsilon, Gamma, and Kappa from position and Delta 5. So after that, they might have moved
I
towards
think it's not
Theta.
an option for them to actually do that. They could go for Theta, but as you see, Tikhonov got 2 mechs controlling their Theta, so they were prepared for that. They could go all around the map for Kappa, but this is not a proper option, I think.
Well, yeah, that what could have they done after getting
At the
in
point
Delta 5?
they were stuck at Sigma, I think there's not much could be done. I think like moving towards Sigma, attacking towards Sigma, and putting all your thoughts, like getting this point was a mistake in the first place, and after you engage in all this, you had not much options to consider at that point.
I think
I
it's
think
they weren't trying to capture Sigma. I think they were trying to push the main body of TCAF and just get kills on their team. But at some point they just stopped. Probably the direwolf that pushed first, he got focused pretty badly and he backed away, and the rest of the team did not push. Maybe, I'm not sure.
yeah, we could theorycraft on this a lot, how this could go. But in general, like for most of the maps on this mode now is capturing Theta and controlling 2 points on your side. For most of maps, you have these points like on your side of a map from the beginning. For some maps, you can get one of the points your home base and run away and just forget about it for some time, get something closer to Theta, 2 points closer to Theta, and let your enemy get your home base, whatever. But capturing Theta is very important, and taking good positions is very important.
Alright, I think it's time to wrap it up. It was a really nice stream, really nice watching after those 2 teams. Both teams did a great performance, and I'm really thankful that they allowed
Yeah,
me
they
to
did a
stream.
great performance, but I feel like Tikhonov was way ahead of their opponents in conquest modes.
Yeah, as I said, they have a really strong desire to get in Division A. They really want to win this season. So it's to be expected from them to play as Tier 1 teams, as Division A teams, as much as possible.
Yeah. So congratulations and nice moving forward towards your goal, guys. And thanks to RJF, one of the oldest team in Macquarie competitive environment, for Sting being there with us during the matches, staying on top. Good job, guys. And yeah, I think with that we're done. See you.
Yeah, thanks to both teams again. Congrats to TCAF, and thanks everyone for watching. and a special thanks to Bandit for hosting us. That's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you. See you next time.